Hello and welcome, everyone, once again to the Grim Keep. We are here once again in the Undermountain with our party.
Hello.
Hello.
And after walking through one of Halistar's elder art gates, and I forget, did a elder rune go off with that gate?
I believe so, yes. Not that
I
one.
got a spoon.
Yeah.
I had no recollection.
Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one?
It was the positive one of war.
Angris. Yeah. You can turn any hit into an auto crit.
Right.
Once.
And it doesn't say it expires until I use it.
Yep, somewhere like that. But
Better than my boon.
Or
with
my
that,
boot.
hey, you got 10d6 that just deal fire damage with no,
Is it 10d6?
hey,
Yeah?
you can only use 2 at a time, but you have 10d6.
Okay, yeah, that's the right one. Okay.
So it's like 5 times you can be like an extra 2d6 fire damage on something, but it has to be with your weapon. It can't be with your fists, was the thing.
Okay.
But
I'll make sure I use that then, because it's almost 24 hours.
there's no limit.
Oh. I thought it said 24 hours. Oh, that's the Bane effect, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or-
the Banes tend to have that.
But the boon also says within the next 20.
No, you are on labels.
Okay. Which one was it then? I forget.
Angris.
Harumbos, I think. No?
Oh, what? Oh, wait.
There is
Yeah,
Anarth
label.
that lasts 24 hours. And Lamath. Which
Lamath, I
lasts-
think, is the one that I had.
The Elder Rune of Security.
Yeah, Lamath was the one I had. I want to say Anu's triggered the most of them, but she's gotten Bane twice.
Yep.
What I find hilarious is that there are still 4 runes you have yet to activate.
We'll find them eventually, maybe, possibly.
Well, I'm literally drawing from a deck of cards to see which you activate, so hilarious. But our party finds themselves in a sticky situation as they exit the gate and are literally caught in just a thick web. And giant spiders turn to their next meal. So we start with initiative, and all of you are restrained by these webbings.
Yeah.
So,
For being restrained, I am dexterous as fudge.
get that little net symbol on you.
Wait, did we make saves? I don't
No.
remember.
As part of this, it says any player that enters this area walking through the arc gate is immediately caught in the webbing because it's so thick. You see the red box?
Okay.
That entire thing is just web. There is no
Basically,
space otherwise.
Yeah, there is no save, just like with that pit trap.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 giant spiders. Ah, ah, ah. It's one
Oh, no.
slightly on the ceiling. Alright, let us put this
See.
as descending. I think.
Oh boy. At least two of them are going before me. Or maybe just one.
Giant spider has dexterity of 16.
Definitely both of them.
Alrighty. So, let us see if we can find some music. As where's that? Ah, Monster Lair by Bardify. As you have just walked into a monster's lair.
Yay.
And so the first spider, which one is it? This one, scurries up and bites the one in the lead, which would be Lissa. Won't use its web because you're all already restrained. But advantage bite. Even with that, a 9 does not hit.
Yeah.
This one scurries along the wall. It also goes for the one in front. Ooh!
No. Uncanny dodge.
So, that is 6 piercing damage reduced to 3, 14 poison damage reduced to 7, and I think you are resistant to poison due to your, or is
yeah,
it,
but I thought I had to make a check before it gets hard.
well, that's the poison taking effect. This is just the poison damage.
Wait, okay, then it's written poorly. Okay, it says you must make a DC on, or take half as much damage.
Ah,
Weird.
so I thought you had resistance against poison.
I do, but it just says the target must make a DC on a failed save or half as much damage as
Okay.
a successful one.
Right now, I'm just calculating things to your uncanny dodge. So, with the 7,
Yeah.
you're resistant to poison. That's 3. Should you succeed the save, that will be reduced again to 1.
Oh, okay.
So, make the DC. And once again, I hate the fact that it doesn't say what the fuck the DC is, so I'm just putting it as the same as their web ability at 12. So, boom. 1 poison damage.
Nice.
Got crit for 4 damage.
Rogues. Dead leaf.
Alright. I see a lot of things. Now we're just restrained, but that still lets
Yes.
us cast spells and stuff.
Yes, you are just
cool.
restrained.
What another day to not have spirit guardians, you know. Let me just double check. 10-foot radius.
Yes, I think restraint lets you cast spells. I will have to double check.
How many spiders are in front of us? I see. What
There
looks
are
like maybe 3
3.
tokens.
Yes, there are 3.
Okay, yeah, that one's half in the wall.
Yes.
If I do,
Because it's on the wall.
yeah. So if I do this, do I hit the one on the wall?
Yes. Because his leg is there.
Yeah, I mean, if I do it here, I can get all 4 of them. But the problem is there's Lissa. Ah, no.
Eh.
Yeah, Lissa's right there in the friggin' middle of it.
And it would also catch the web that you're all in on fire.
That's fine.
I mean, that would release us from the web.
But you'd also take fire damage.
But we also
and-
don't have advantage against us. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say, guys? Lissa's taking the brunt of this. I mean, you have evasion? Question mark.
I have
And this is
evasion,
next
yeah.
save. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit all 4 of those spiders and Lissa and our web with flame strike.
Alrighty. Jesus. Okay. We'll start with the one that is by himself. 11.
I take no damage.
So that
Yeah, like because I think restrained would give disadvantage, but even with that, your 18 beats my DC. So
this guy. Fail. Hey, you. No. Next guy. Natural 20. So
you take 16.
burnt and bloodied. 5.
Just
So, with that, this web catches fire in a conflagration. I have to double check how much damage you guys take from the fucking fire.
if it's similar to the web spell, it'd be like 2d4.
Yes, it is basically the web spell. Only difference is that this uses a flat DC to get out of it.
I think though it's like starting the turn in there. Maybe ending. I don't know.
Burns away in 1 round, so it won't fully burn away until Deadleaf's next turn.
Mm-hmm.
But anybody who starts their turn in it does take the 2d4. So
All right.
you're all on fire.
Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. I end my turn.
Alrighty. We start with Lissa, and let's see how much fire you take. 5 points of fire damage.
Unfortunately, it sounds like you're still restrained up until my turn.
Yes. Sadly.
Hey, I took out 3 spiders and nearly killed the other one. We're fine.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm just gonna try and stab this one that's still within range at disadvantage.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That fails, unfortunately. The webs are slow your strike just enough for the spider to dodge.
11.
Also a miss.
Woof.
Oh yeah. 11 hit the last ones. These are a bit tougher.
They're nat ones. They're auto misses.
Well,
Oh right, they are net ones, aren't they? Yep.
I don't see
I
how
matter.
an 11 would hit the other ones because giant
Are
spider.
they the same one?
These are giant spiders. AC of 14.
Oh, weird. I must have been misremembering.
Maybe an 11 on the die.
Yeah, probably.
So this guy, he dead. So I'm gonna just remove that token. While this guy runs in.
Just watched his allies get wrecked.
Nom. Misses the nom. It is Griff's turn.
Okay.
You take 4 points of fire damage.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna do my best to free myself.
Strength or acrobatic check, please.
Okay.
$14. You are no longer restrained by the webbing.
Cool.
But I think that was your action. I have to double check,
Yeah.
as this was from the DMG rules.
Usually is.
Generally is an action to free myself.
Yes, can use its action to try to escape.
Okay. That's my turn then, because
Alright.
this whole area is on fire, right?
Yes.
This web, yeah.
Okay.
It's still there, so it's technically still difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yes. But you see in the far corner, if your light reaches that far, actually.
Well, I was gonna consider if I could move up just to help Lissa. But,
Your lights do not reach that far. Does anybody see them? Ooh, yep, one person do see it.
Mm-hmm.
Not liking the fact that web is going away. I need let's see here, 20-foot cube.
It's a 4x4 square.
So I need all 3 of you to make dex saves for me, please. Success?
It's a disadvantage because
Yeah.
Well,
Because-
for me, anyways. Griff
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
I'm fairy fired.
Ching. Yep.
What
Even-
the absolute fuck?
Even with the disadvantage, Lissa makes it. So Griff, I need a dex save.
against fairy fire?
Yes. You're fine.
Nice.
But it does catch these 2 spiders, so they need to make dex saves as well.
Yeah, it's one of those, I don't care what I hit
Success.
spells.
Success. They both succeed.
Mother trucker.
But let us turn off whisper rolls for these now. Yep, they were already off, so. Yeah, when I introduced Striders. And then. Another. And seeing as he has one person lit up, he will make.
I mean, I'm restrained and lit up.
Yeah. He will make 3 attacks with his longbow against Deadleaf.
Motherfucker.
First attack, 19.
Miss.
18.
Miss.
25.
20. That'll hit.
For 7 points of piercing and 2 points of poison.
So 9 damage.
You're dead. You are barely alive.
You're dead. Get off my initiative.
This guy is barely alive. And tries to bite. 22 to hit. For 7 piercing. At 12, due to your resistance reduced to 6. And let's see that save.
Yeah. Also, I think it's like it's a new turn, right? So I can just uncanny dodge the one thing that hit me.
Yep. You did go
Okay.
last time.
Then I will do my con save at advantage for against poison.
That succeeds, so the poison is reduced to 3. So if you uncanny dodge, piercing will go to 3, and the poison will go to 1 for another 4 points of damage.
It dealt just as much as the crit.
I'm just out here evasion tanking.
But
Somehow wrapped up in webs and still evasion tanking.
At this point, she's twisted herself so much. It's basically just got like one bit holding her around the waist, and she's kind of rotating on it.
But with Deadleaf's turn, the fires peter out, and the webs are burned away.
I mean, I'll still take damage because I start my turn in it.
Yes. Only 3 points of fire damage.
Alrighty. I am not happy. Let's see here. We have the one that's almost cooked, right?
Yes, this one right here.
Probably shouldn't use this spell because they seem like they have good dex saves.
For the giant spider. Ooh, that's a nat 1.
8 radiant damage.
It is barely hanging on there.
Let's see here. So this is the one that's damaged, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna circle around this way and get next to this healthy one to give some distraction for Alyssa to get to its sweet underbelly. That's my turn.
Alright. Lissa. Alright,
Hell yeah!
this guy is concentrating.
I'm gonna stab the healthiest one first.
Alright.
The left one. Damn. Well, that sucks.
That is a mess. That does hit.
Hooray! 15 damage! And fuck it, wails from the grave on the injured one.
Alright.
Eight necrotic damage!
As it just... as your wailing skull slams into it. Any movement? Or are you staying right there?
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. And so this giant spider, who did get stabbed by you, but being trained, goes for the glowing one. Ooh, that's a 23 to hit, Deadleaf.
Cool. God save.
You succeed.
So half as much, so it'd be 6 for a total of 15 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
Griff.
Okay. Forward, stab.
Hits. 8 points of damage. Barely hanging on there.
Stab again.
Hits. And with that, this spider bites the dust.
Okay. Move forward. I think I can just make it there. Yeah. Oh boy, Driders. Nice.
Now this one is like 10 feet up the wall, but this one did come down to ground level.
This one or
Yes, this one is on ground level. This one that's partially in the wall is 10 feet up.
then I will punch punch.
It's time for flurry of blows.
17 does not hit.
Oof.
21 does hit.
Okay. I'll do a stunning strike as well, and then I'll add d6s. Is that what?
No.
Right? No. What?
It has to be your weapon.
Oh, that's right. I can't. Okay. Well, I'll do stunning
Yeah, you
strike.
can't.
First off, let us see if it retains concentration on fairy fire. Natural 20 on that, so it does.
I'm still glowing like a disco.
Yes.
What color is it, by the way?
It is the blackish purple.
I mean, it's purple. Deadleaf can dig it.
Alright, let's see if it succeeds the stunning strike. 12.
Nope.
So it is stunned, but still holding the concentration on the fairy fire.
Okay.
See for
That's
how
my
long.
turn.
So this strider just got stunned. This one is going to back up a bit, so it's 15 feet up the wall. So let us make it a bit easier. And it will once again longbow on the glowy guy. Nope. Nope. Yep.
Alright. 16, that looks like.
Yep. 16 points of damage. 9 piercing, 7
Right.
poison.
Alright, I'm officially bloodied.
And with that, it is Deadleaf's turn.
Oh, motherfuckers. Alright, that's my one AoE for the day. I see the one 15 feet up, and then I see the one down there. Well, let's see here. There's a stunned one. So, first I'm going to come up over to there, and spiritual weapon bonus action on the stunned one. Let's just roll it again to see if it's a crit. No. It was a crit, but a crit fail. So 23 to hit, 10 force damage.
I'm going to see if it maintains the concentration. 17. It does.
Cool. And then action, Sacred Flame. He's stunned. I don't think he can make his save.
Nope. Once again. 14. You are still glowing.
Saves. Alright. That's my turn.
Okay.
Alright. It is Lys's turn.
Yep. So many actions I could take. Stab.
That hits.
Or
29.
half of that would be 14. So 11. It does not make the save. So with that, Deadleaf is no longer glowing.
And healing word to Deadleaf.
Julio,
Yeah, man.
I am no longer bloody.
Alright.
Mhm.
With that, it is Griff's turn.
Alright. Stab.
You do have advantage because it is still stunned.
Oh, that's right.
29 hits.
Yeah, and then I use 2d6
Yes.
for fire damage. Okay, and then, so that was the first hit. This is the second.
It is bloodied.
Natural 20.
Want to add your 2d6 fire on that, which would become
Oh, yeah.
4d6. Would be 4d6 because of the crit.
Oh, okay. Um,
So 26 damage. Woof.
God. Natural 20 making a 30. That's so ridiculous. Okay, and then I will punch. Ooh, that's a miss.
It is still stunned.
Well, until the end of my turn, which is now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's still okay. I don't think that hits.
No, it does not.
Okay.
So, the stun ends. And it's not sure who it's mad at more.
Uh-huh. Sure. Bring it, buddy.
So let us do the 1d2.
Yeah.
With 1 being the one who stunned it, and 2 being the one who just,
Stab it.
lit it up like a Christmas tree. It faces Lissa, as it pulls out its longsword and goes through 3 two-handed attacks. And it will replace the third one with a bite. So, first strike, 12 misses. Second strike, natural 20 for 11 slashing. And it has been your turn since you last reactioned, I believe.
That's true. Yeah, I'll uncanny dodge the crit.
So the 11 is reduced to 5. And here comes the bite. 1 piercing and 5 poison.
Hell yeah.
This one's staying up on the wall, out of reach of... It's actually gonna move this way a little bit. It's gonna go for who he has been attacking, so 3 arrows to Deadleaf. 9 misses. 12 misses. 18 misses. Gods, if you were still glowing, 2 of those would have hit.
But
But it is Deadleaf's turn.
all right. Well, it looks like those guys have that pretty well surrounded. He's 15 feet up the wall. If I go at an upward angle with a 20-foot movement speed, it can fly. Could I get my spiritual weapon next to this thing?
Yes.
Shoot. Before it does that, though, let's see. Guiding bolt. That's
Just barely misses.
yep. Well, now for the spiritual weapon to swing. No advantage, unfortunate. Didn't need it. 17 crack damage.
Kapow. Anything else from you? Any
Nope,
movement?
that's it.
Alright. It is Lys's turn.
I think you know what's about to happen to this guy.
Yes. That does hit.
28 points of damage.
This guy is hanging on by a thread.
Let's go ahead and cut that thread.
Hits.
5.
But still, that is enough. As it was like 1 HP. Crash.
Webbings. Colorful magic. You guys really do need all the help you can get to hit things.
Any movement?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna point my sword at him.
Griff. It is your turn.
Okay. Just want to check something. Ah, damn. Okay. I know it's 15 up, but I can run up walls now. So I'm gonna run up and stab.
Hits.
Okay. I'm also gonna do this for the fire damage and stunning strike.
19.
Does it technically drop to the ground if it is stunned?
It's not stunned, so it succeed against the save.
Okay. 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 Let's try this again.
Hits.
I'll do stunning strike again.
Hold on. $15.
That's my DC. Damn it. Okay. Alright. And an arm strike.
Hits.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Right. And you do slide to the ground, as while you can run up walls, you can't stick to them.
Yeah.
So the question is,
Gravity's
you-
forced movement.
yeah, so no opportunity attack. Lucky you. Does your spiritual weapon get an opportunity attack?
No, it's not a creature.
Moves back, still 15 feet up. And Vwom. So, ellipses.
Ah, yes, another person who thinks he can just make us not see him.
First off, let's, I need a 5, 10. This actually right there. So
Hi.
that all right there is darkness.
Oof.
And it only moved 15 feet, so it is going to move a bit more. Alright. Deadly.
Alright, I'm like, motherfucking son of a bitch. 25. The problem is, I think I'm gonna crash into my allies. So 30 feet gets me there. I don't think I'm on any of my allies. Based off the health bars that I'm seeing.
Sorry, I had to read something.
Oh, hi, buddy. And then I'm on an action dash, feeling around the wall. There.
Hey, Deadleaf.
Oh,
Roll me
yeah?
a D100 for me, please.
Okay, cool. I don't like that at all.
27.
27.
I need a dex save for me, please, as you feel something break under your foot and rocks fall.
Oh no, not the rocks falling before he dies.
Oh no! No!
That is a failure, as
I think rocks are falling and Deadleaf's about to die.
well,
No.
you're lucky in the fact that it's only 1d10 of damage. But that's still 9 points.
Oof.
I get out of the darkness, it's like, I can see motherfucker! You all just hear Deadleaf get beamed on the head. Bonus action, my spiritual weapon was here.
Yes.
I'm going to move it 20 feet. It's going to be right here to my back right. So
Alright.
still 15 feet in the air. So I just look at him. I took my action, bonus action, and movement. I am done.
Alright. First off, let's see if I can find it. There it is.
Fucking beamed in the head by a gosh darn rock.
Choop. There we go. I gotta put that on frickin' every dang map these days. This,
Apologies.
Yeah.
Luckily, Deadleaf already triggered the trap.
Yeah.
Actually, does it say?
Lucky me.
Oh. A
Oh, what?
strand!
Hey, what now?
So, due to the wording on this, it says that the Driders have put multiple strands in this trap area, and that when a creature enters the square, they have a 50% chance of breaking a strand and triggering a trap that releases rocks.
Yeah, then there's a 50% chance Lissa hits one too.
Alrighty, and everybody in this group would be taking the D10, so let's see that D100. $32. You step out. Snap. Let's see those deck saves for you two. As rocks fall. So, Lissa makes it. Deadleaf not so much. As another rock hits you on the head. For 8
Still
points.
woozy from the first. Still woozy from the first one. Just like motherfucker. It's a. What is it? Home Alone, the second one, where like the guy gets the brick gets thrown in his face,
Oh, God.
and then he's like still woozy, and the first guy's just like talking shit, dodges, and the second guy's like, "Wait, what? Bonk!"
Yep.
Let's see if you get hit with a
Essentially
third
what
one,
just
though.
happened.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out the crossbow and shoot him.
Alright.
I don't think I can jump high enough to try and stab him.
Probably
I
not.
am not quick.
19 hits.
11 piercing damage.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Well, yeah, that's it. That's my movement. That's action. And I could bonus action dash. But I'll probably just trigger most of. You know what? Let's bonus action healing word. Poor Diddley.
Hey, you healed the last bonk.
Oh, no, not that one. 47, not 473.
Yeah. That'd be a heck of a healing.
That would.
Alright.
Good thing 5e doesn't have overhealing rules.
All right, Griff.
All right. I'm gonna try and run along the wall, feeling it.
All right.
And as soon as I get over the heads of my companions, and see that
So-
guy
Were you running on the wall or on the ground?
on the wall.
Okay, so I had to double check.
Okay.
So that does hit for 10 points. He is bloodied.
All right. Sure. I'll use a stunning strike. Okay. It's bad.
14.
Yep, fail.
So he is stunned. Hits.
I'll use the fire damage, sure.
And I think this is what, your second to last or last one?
I think it might
This is
be.
the third set, so that's 6 out of the d6.
Okay.
So Griff's got 4 more d6s.
Nice. And then bonus action.
Let's see if you crit.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Nope.
Alright, so 5 points.
Okay. And then I fall to the ground.
And hey! Roll that D100.
Yeah, figured. Okay.
Break a strand on your way down. I just kind of want to get hit by another rock just for the hell of it.
Yep, make dex saves, people!
Okay.
So, the save DC is... all of you get hit by one.
Oh, man.
So, that is 9 points of damage. But due to evasion, Griffin and Melissa do take half. So 4.
Now, this is definitely Home Alone, but with the big-ass steel pipe.
Yeah.
So, it is a question of... because he's has the climbing, does stun drop him?
That's a DM question.
Let us see. So, does not inherently cause a creature to fall off a wall. So, because he has a natural climbing speed, I'd say he doesn't fall. If he was like,
Yeah, he's still up there.
yeah, if he didn't have a natural climbing, he would fall, but he's still up there.
It's just stuck.
Yeah. But he doesn't get his turn, so dead leave. That hits.
See if it's a crit. It's not. 9 radiant damage.
He is stunned.
And now
and-
for the spiritual weapon. For 7. I'm afraid to move, so I'm not going to.
Lissa.
I've already got advantage because of
The stun.
stunt, so I think I'm just gonna shoot.
Hits. Or no, 18 misses. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Armor class
Yeah,
19.
18 just
barely misses.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
was
no, it's,
I was thinking
I
the
see
14.
the number. Yeah. But I just got confused by you saying yes first, that was all.
Yeah, I got confused by the frickin' I didn't close out the giant spider tab, so I saw the 14. It's like, wait, nope, that's spider, not drider. So let's close out spider.
Okay. Um.
And I've been forgetting to make his saves for the darkness, but we'll just say he dropped it. But hey, it worked.
yeah.
You
Says
guys,
the guy who got me 3 times.
the darkness kept you from seeing the trap.
Blank, blank, blank.
Any movement or bonus?
I. No, okay, so yeah, no, I can't do that. I think I have to be like 2-weapon fighting in melee to be able to like arm a dagger throw. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to not. Nah, deadlift's still pretty freaking low. Yeah, another
I
hit
mean,
point.
why can't you throw a dagger?
Like, I don't know, can I do dual wielding when I've just used it to fire a crossbow and then
Well, no, but you can draw a weapon and toss it. Because, like, it's the
item
same.
interaction?
Yeah, it's like the same idea of, like, a mage taking one of their hands off their quarterstaff to make the hand motions for a spell.
Yeah,
You can
that
hold the
makes sense.
crossbow in one hand and pull a dagger with the other.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hold the crossbow in one hand, throw a dagger. Brad.
Alright. Jeez.
30,
How do you want to do it?
41.
41? Yeah.
Damn.
How do you want to do this?
Like, I didn't even, like, I don't usually throw daggers. I, like, missed with the crossbow, and it was just such, like, a, oh, for fuck's sake, like,
Knee
it's like
jerk?
reflex, knee-jerk throw, like in Big Trouble in Little China. It's just immediately just, like, shooting right in the forehead, like...
Crash to the ground.
Maybe I should throw daggers more.
And with that,
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
initiative is over.
I'm going to carefully step back this way. I'm going to check that other drider for loot.
Let's see.
I'm gonna start scouring the floor for other triggers.
Alright, make a perception check. 15. With dark vision, you can't seem to find any. Does Griff do anything?
Checking for more traps.
Alright. Perception.
Jeez.
14. Nope. Don't see any more.
Did I make a check to check this
yeah.
writer?
You doesn't say there's a check required. So you look over the strider, and he contains a set of woodcarver's tools
Oh, hell yeah.
and 3 wooden statues of Lolth.
Break those to pieces and pocket the tools.
Alrighty.
Add those to my inventory. Wood carver's tools. Add to backpack. Alright.
Alright.
We went searching the other writer.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Griff, you look around and you find a set of calligrapher's tools.
Okay. Pocket those. No. Peek around the corner here. I don't see other traps.
Did the Drider's body trigger any traps when it fell?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, right here, Alyssa.
Right where? I went through where Griff was standing.
Ah. So,
I already triggered that trap.
okay. So, it does make me... So, there would still be one left. I didn't see which square you had moved through, so...
Oh, sorry.
No, I meant with
No,
Alyssa.
I mean, I like
I wasn't...
didn't use the pin tool to mark each square.
It doesn't say that. It just says there's a bunch of it, so it's like hard for me to understand. Like just because the one bit is triggered is like. Anyway.
And then I'm gonna walk over the Drider body to avoid any others.
All right.
Seems fine now. Kind of surprised no rocks fell on the body when it fell. Well, that was a fun trip.
Yeah. doesn't look like we've been this way. Hey, but it probably eventually links up with places we have been. Do you want to finish this out on this map, or do you want to go back through the portal?
I mean, depending on where we end up connecting, from there we should be able to figure out if we'll save more time going back through the portal or just carrying on from here.
I mean, again, we don't know what floor we're on. We just came out into a
Oh, that's
tunnel.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see this giant map, but
That's right.
our characters don't know.
Yeah.
It's we opened a gate into a spider's nest.
We didn't hear that.
That
lady
apparently,
scream.
yeah, Goddess was like, "You can handle this."
Yeah.
Speaking of, yeah, this is for you to leave.
All right.
Cool.
Or do we need to rest
Appreciate it.
first? Because you guys took some bad hits there.
Yeah, and I'm already halfway through Amaris's spells for the day.
Yeah, I'm through a lot of my spells for the day, but it looks
Ooh.
like I used a bunch of them already.
Oof.
I'm gonna move over to here, and I still have my 4th levels, but
Hey, Lissa. D100, please.
Oh,
motherfucker.
don't think this is a safe place to sleep.
Dex save, please. 1 point of damage. As you clink, zoop, and you dodge just enough for the rock to clip your shoulder.
Alright, I'm gonna get out my little flask of oil, I'm gonna pop the top, and I'm just gonna like throw it at the ground to coat as much of the floor in front of me as possible and set that bitch on fire with a torch.
Alright, so this trap is disabled.
Like it's especially since the one damage is a little pebble, her eye just twitches and she's like fucking
As you see in this 10-foot cube, just countless tiny threads just go up in smoke as they are quickly burned through these hair-thin triggers.
Great. Just one oil flask, but that just seemed like something she would do. And then she's gonna come over and just kind of sit between you two and just like, I fucking hate this place.
So, just to mark that that trap has been disabled.
Okay. We'll take turns with watch and rest up a bit. Full rest or short rest? Probably need a full rest.
So we taking a rest here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
So a long rest.
A long rest, or I assume short rest.
You just need a short rest?
I mean, again, I don't remember how long it's been since we took a long rest, and it might be too soon for that.
Long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. I
'Cause
didn't think
you
you'd
can only
been that
benefit.
long, so I didn't think you had used most of your spells.
Well, I used a lot of the first levels in that, so, and I've used a couple of, let's see here. I used all my first levels, 2 of my 3 second levels, 1 of my 3rd levels. I think this has definitely been the second encounter, because like I used Aid and Tongues
Okay.
for that one. None of my 4th levels are touched. My 5th level I used when we first came through that door.
Okay. So short rest then?
Yeah, I think a short rest will be fine.
Okay.
Again, I got cantrips. Short rest.
Trying to call where.
Okay, hold on. It's not doing it right. There it is. 3.
Yeah.
There you go. That'll do me.
So with this, I'd say it's like now 2 or 3 in the afternoon because I'm looking. And it's just like because I don't think you rested last session, or if you did.
I used tongues on something. I know I did that. I don't
The
remember what.
elemental.
Yeah.
Yeah, you met the elemental.
That'll do. I say roll the first bunch on the D&D Beyond.
Because I know you guys had your wooden mounts last session. And I don't think you guys rested at any point. You might have taken a short rest after the undead crawled through the floor. So yeah, I'd say it's around 4 or 5 maybe in the afternoon. So it is getting close to the end of the day.
Okay.
With that, you have short rested. And what do you do?
Carefully inspect for traps.
Perception check.
Guidancing myself on this because fuck this bullshit. You can only get beamed so many times in the face by a rock before you're like, I'm done with this.
So, looking around, you find that Lissa has burned through all the webs here, but this one square still has some.
Okay. Yeah, watch out the way back. Let's see here.
You can attempt to disarm the trap.
I'm going to point them out to Alyssa as someone who disarms traps.
Alright.
Wait. Sneak time.
So I have basically put a square on the one spot that still has trap. Lissa just vanishes as you try and point out trap.
Hey, wait. Huh? Hey, Lissa, okay, whatever. We'll just worry about it when we come back. Be a stealthy little guy.
Yeah. This is like his voice is like right next to you. What is it?
Trap there. The last of the frickin' rocks.
Oh, nice. Well spotted. He's off. Oh. Is that like a collapsed tunnel there?
It appears to be.
Hmm. Hmm. Seems familiar. Oh. Okay. Gonna head back. Boop. Alright, so this seems to lead to where we ran into those drow that gave us the body of that spider for the statue thing. So I think we went a floor up.
I So then, do we want to head back up through the gate?
I mean, I think we did checked this floor pretty thoroughly before, so unless we plan on taking a trip up for a bit.
No, we're good. Yeah. We can go. We can try going back through the gate.
Yeah, pick up where we left off.
Yeah, I mean, if we run into them drow again, coming from this direction, they might wonder what happened to Jerk's head at the Driders, and I don't really want to have that conversation.
Yeah, that'll probably end up in another fight. Right, so, which spot again?
I have
Yeah, this was this gate opened with the little elf woman figurine.
They did leave step through the square that is marked.
No, I avoided it because I'm the one who found it.
Okay.
I'm not mad. Just like you're asking me, it's like I'm not gonna step in the trap that I was the one who noticed.
So, approaching this arc gate, you see that the design is different.
Oh, great.
It is similar in the fact that it has the 6 stone niches containing small stone figurines. But the inside, while it still has the mountain, instead of a sun, it is a moon.
We don't have the right figurine. Just lovely.
With the half-inch diameter hole in the middle of the moon. But in each of the niches there are, while the one that you took with the elk figurine had one of the niches missing a figurine, which you imagine the elf was from, all the niches here are filled with figurines. They are
So we just need to.
a black dragon, a unicorn, an umber hulk, an owlbear, a minotaur, and a manticore.
Um,
And looking closely at the moon that is hovering above the mountain, there is a half inch? Yeah, half-inch diameter hole right smack in the middle of it.
I'm gonna try taking the unicorn and putting the unicorn's horn in the hole.
You put the unicorn's horn into the hole, and the gate flares to life.
That was. Huh. I'm gonna take that with me so that the drow can't use it.
Follow us.
Yeah.
Alright. Now the question I do wonder of,
Mm-hmm.
does the Elder Rune exist on both sides of the gate, or just one per pairing?
I don't know.
Because if so, then another rune would pop, but it's just like,
It probably exists one per gate.
Yeah, I would think so. Because otherwise, you could just pop back and forth. Try and get boons.
Or banes.
Yeah.
okay, so one per pairing. We'll go for that for now, but I will double check that later. As it's the first time you've ever done this, so. See if I can find you. It is on this map. Where is it? Aha, there you are. Focus ping.
Alright. Shall we continue on around the corner?
fun excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Fun. Yeah, that's definitely what I'd use for that word.
Hmm. Investigate for trail.
Roll investigation. The door is unlocked and untrapped.
Gasp. More doors.
You enter this room and it is mostly empty. But in the northeast and southwest corners, stone couches and tray holders occupy those two corners.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, my roll 20s be doing something weird. The freaking dynamic lighting keeps like flashing off and on.
Yeah, I'm having that happen when I moved too. I just refreshed the page and it fixed it.
So it's a place to sit and eat from the look of it. Like,
I believe so. It's just stone couches and tray holders occupy the northeast and southwest corners.
okay. All right.
Looking around.
Door.
Ah, the door. It is unlocked and untrapped.
I see a Durgar. I realized I didn't roll another stealth check after the portal. I feel like portal movement would make you have to stealth again. I didn't.
Possibly. Oh, hold on, I have
Oh, it's just you lot. You recognize this fella as one of the ones that had been in that temple with the boss lady.
that we murdered.
Yes. But because you helped her with the clay golem, she had promised you guys safe passage.
Yes, just us.
He turns off and just starts. Been trying to find that damn hand.
A
Yeah.
hand?
Open those double doors. A hand of the
I
king.
got.
Found one of those damned gates to the north of that room you're in. But other than that, this room looks like it's been stripped bare. Like, these pillars, something had to have been here.
Any guesses?
No, there's not a damned thing that gives a clue. I've been searching for the better part of a day and a half.
I'm just gonna take a quick look around the room, see if there's anything other than just some pillars.
No need to roll any checks. You look around and there literally is nothing. There are some marks on the floor where something might have once stood, but whatever one furniture once was in this room had been taken out, stripped bare, as the Durger said.
Yeah. Well, best of luck. She really wants that hand.
Do your boss proud.
He's gonna troop. No, I am not turning you into a pancake. And just slams the door in frustration. As he dang it, I keep turning this Durger into a pancake. Yeah, he walks off.
Well, he wasn't too happy.
You open the door, Alyssa, and within the room, you don't see much of anything beyond the arc gate upon the eastern wall.
Well, it's as the guy said.
Marked upon the keystone of this gate is a rust monster.
Okay.
Everything okay, Alyssa?
Yeah, he just mentioned there was the gate, and I was just taking a look at it. Was that thing that was making everything rust when it touched it?
Through that gate?
Well, it's what it's marked with.
Okay. Hmm. Well, I don't have anything to open it that way then.
Was this one? I don't think we've been to this room yet.
You have not.
All right, Archgate. What's this room? That's like what's the decorations of it?
It is completely bare save for the arc gate. Looking around, you see much the same as that room with the pillars. Marks that would have been stone furniture, but missing. But rather than... And looking closer, it looks as if someone had destroyed the furniture before moving it. Little pebble pieces here and there from the remnants. Too small to clean up.
That line of dust that's always left behind when you sweep. I mean, do you think we just give it something metal and like it'll rust it and we'll let it go through?
So
Maybe?
it's a depiction of a rust monster.
Yes.
I still got the keyring of keys for the shackles that we like unlocked ages ago. So I'm gonna take one of the keys off the keyring, and I'm gonna attach it to the rust monster.
The key instantly rusts over and turns to dust, and the gate opens.
Right. Right. Does the goddess speak to us?
As you try and walk through the gate, you are able to walk through. Bless me.
Bitch.
And I must ask, who is the first to pass through?
I opened it. I'm going through first.
All right.
Yep, I'm jumping through.
Yeah, because she knows there's not much time, so she just like went through as soon as she saw it work.
And I need a d6.
Oh my god. That's D6.
Lissa might get another boon.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh no.
That is a bane, I believe.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Don't worry, I've removed curse. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I could fix that depending on how bad it is. We'll see.
This is a new one.
Ah.
I need a
No,
wisdom saving throw. And this is against the Mad Mage's DC of 22.
Oh. In cap. Okay.
But you will be on the other side when this goes off. Oof. That is a failure.
So you're just
On the floor.
on the ground,
Agreeing with
just
you, Bernie.
freaking full of ennui, basically.
Let us bring you to the other side of this gate.
I mean, hopefully she doesn't get that flaw because she did pretty good on her save.
Well,
Yes.
It's for the duration.
Yes, so for 1 hour. But as I said,
On the
it is
floor
against
being
the
people.
Mad Mage's DC of 22.
22.
Oof. Okay.
So, it is down here.
But like so she gets the flaw of she fundamentally disagrees with everything you say. But when you speak, so incapacitated. One of the effects is speechless.
Just putting
I
everybody.
think it's a bit of a specifics to this effect.
Mhm.
Yes. They're incapacitated because they disagree with everything you say,
Yeah.
basically. So, focus ping.
Wait a minute. This area looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, look, it's us.
Yeah,
Where?
we've definitely been this way before. Or at least been in this room before.
But what I mean is, down this way,
Yeah.
it's us. And
Mhm.
Jasmine.
Pay no attention to that.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yep.
Alright, so you step through as this mark glares upon Lissa. And so she is now just disagreeing with everything you say.
Lisa, I've definitely marked this on the map before.
What do you mean we've never been here?
No. We have been here.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
I'll show her the map. Like, I made a copy of this room before.
Lissa,
Someone
you
opened
doing
that door
okay?
and it wasn't us. No.
Oh, shit, so you're not doing okay. Alrighty.
I've actually never felt better.
Wait, what? Alright. Knowing these runes, I am going to attempt to cast Remove Curse on Lissa. Because this has worked before.
Right.
Get your fucking hand away from me.
You can't move, bitch. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Not nobody, not know how.
Uh,
So if it's
so
from a
this is
higher spell,
a
you have to roll. Is it?
yeah. That's how
Yeah.
it works. Oh, maybe because I think we rolled for the last one.
It just says all curses affecting one creature or object end. It doesn't say anything about a
Okay,
roll like dispel
sure. Maybe
magic.
the last time it was dispel magic that I
Yeah,
used,
I think
but
it's dispel
yeah.
magic.
Yeah. So with the remove curse, the sigil that had been hidden on like your shoulder blade disappears on your mind. It's like, why was I so hostile?
Are you doing okay? Y'all real good?
Yeah, what just happened?
Probably another one of those curse runes.
Haven't we been here before?
Yeah. Probably want to jump through this before it closes.
Right, yeah, good idea.
So,
All right. With not but 5 seconds remaining, the door closes just as you get through.
Not but.
Excuse me. And the Durger is waiting for you as he swings his war pick as he finds his dead friend. Found his dead friends.
whoops.
Whoops.
And he is
Ambush.
not alone. As he's got the two that had been in the music room.
Right. We got ambushed. We got bamboozled. Definitely surprise round. We were not expecting this.
So.
Natural 20. Try me, bitch.
Right there with you, fella.
Alright.
Jesus.
No one expects the. Oh shit, they expected it.
So, it is a little bit early.
Yeah, but it's combat,
But,
so probably won't take
yes. So, we will take our 10-minute break here as our intrepid adventurers step back through the portal before it closes and Deadleaf is greeted with a war pick to the face.
I do have a question for you before we break.
What?
As a gladiator, would Deadleaf know about dinosaurs? I have 4th level slots. That's polymorph, baby.
If this world has dinosaurs and someone showed it to you, I would believe so.
I'm a gladiator. I've probably fought dinosaurs.
But we will see you all in 10 minutes at the top of the hour. Get hello, Luna Shelby. Sorry, we were on break. I'm fine with what I have. I only stream this one day a week, so I'm not really interested in more. But thank you for offering, though.
What's going on?
Someone who does custom art for streaming is in the chat.
Oh, nice. Welcome. Thank you for watching.
Bless you. I'm back. And about to get picked. You're not in
In
a good
more
way.
ways than one.
I mean, I'm first through the portal, so y'all coming in behind me just see Deadleaf about to get decked. I mean, I've got the highest AC in the group. I think we're okay.
When the healer has the highest, is the hardest to hit. But with all us being back,
I mean, it's quite typical. Clerics, paladins,
yeah.
armor.
But with that, these Durger get their surprise round.
Yep. It's good for them because they rolled shit.
On initiative, yes. I don't think they get an advantage for their first attack.
No.
They also don't get to go first because I have alert.
Yeah, Alyssa gets to actually act on surprise rounds.
Yes.
So as he Deadleaf getting swung at, I pop out of the portal right behind him and immediately go to stab the guy to try and like intercept the swing.
Alright. 16 just hits.
Okay, I put the crit in automatic. Okay, that's okay. So that's still 26.
That is the exact amount of HP he has. As the pick comes through your face, Deadleaf, Alyssa just steps in and the dude
Add her up.
drops.
And wails from the grave on the guy next to him. 15 necrotic damage. Wow. Is that up to 3d6 now? Loving
Jeez.
it, loving it, loving it. And then offhand attack. Holy shit!
Jesus.
8.
Okay. They get the surprise round, but Jesus.
Did you have advantage on that first one?
No.
Damn.
Didn't matter because it still killed the guy. Alright. So this dude. I hate the fact that they only get the one action. It's like their enlarge, their invisibility are all the same action as their attacks. Because I would have loved to just enlarge this guy and then strike with his enlarged war pick, but you can't do that. Because it's both action.
I mean, you could beef them up if you want.
Yeah, if you made some like a veteran version of them. And
If you
Just
want to
the
enlarge as a bonus action, that's your prerogative.
We ain't gonna fault you for it.
No, not when it's only those two.
So, yeah, he just and swings his pick at Lissa, who's basically just become the biggest threat of the room.
She tends to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Uncanny dodge. Take a glancing 5 to the shoulder.
And this guy rushes forward. And communicating with his friend. Doot, 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 doot. They have just become a wall of Durgar. As the war pick swings down on Lissa.
Was gonna be me, but then I didn't. I showed I was not the biggest threat in the room.
Right? But with that, surprise round is over. Lissa starts.
The buzzsaw continues. I'm gonna go with this guy first since he's got the most health.
Alright. Hits.
28. And wait, hold on. How do I do this again? Okay, that's a strange one. My creating of the soul trinkets is a reaction of when something dies. Can I do a reaction on my own turn?
Yeah, you can. Happens all the
Okay.
time. It just
Okay.
means you won't have one until your turn comes back around.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, I ripped that guy's soul out and put it into a little trinket in my hand. But it happens so quick that the offhand attack follows. I do that at the same time of fucking Whales from the Graving again.
Okay. Jesus.
Wow. That reflex. You okay, Deadleaf?
Fucking killed both these guys, man. Yeah, they totally missed me.
I guess maybe they found the others.
I must say it's a safe bet that's probably the case.
Okay, 2 seconds. Right. There was the other door in the room connected to this one.
Yeah, we can check it out.
Yeah, I'll follow you guys. Which way? Which
She
way
went
did
south.
Okay. South.
This way.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, right. This gets back to the main temple place.
yeah, that makes sense.
Did we go this way?
I don't look. I don't recognize it.
You do recognize this lower room as the one that creature Kool-Aid man through the wall to get to you.
Oh, okay. That's weird. It's not revealed.
Yeah, that was before I remembered to turn exploration mode on.
Ah. Door.
You look into this door, and it looked as if it was a once quiet study, but it has been completely tossed, like amateur thief level tossed. Statues are toppled and shattered on the floor. A diorama is smashed to pieces, and the stone desk broken in two.
Wow, it looks like whoever came around here was just looking to destroy the place.
dare they smash diorama? That could have been a kid's project.
Fucking Gertrude.
Uh-oh. I lost the group. I look away for 2 seconds. That's what I thought, but I would. Yeah, hold on. You know, I'm so zoomed out right now.
All right. Griff is constantly checking his map, making sure. Did we go this way?
Can I, for the pieces, try and see what the diorama was of?
Oh, yeah. Looking at the pieces, it looks as if it was once a meeting held between elves and dwarves.
Yeah, pretty interesting, actually. Can I go and loot just like a bag off one of the Durgar? Like just a small one?
Ah. If you want to take one of their little loot bags that they were using.
Yeah. I want to put all the pieces of the diorama in there.
Alright.
This belongs in a museum. Make sure it's secured and put into the haversack. It looks like pretty sloppy work. Considering the amateur ransacking, I'm gonna have a quick search round, see if I find anything.
You search around, but beyond the pieces of the diorama and old papers that have long since decayed and that have become unreadable, there's not much to find.
Okie dokie. Alright, I think we are done with this room. Towards that other way. To the west we haven't checked on this part.
This way.
So I feel like maybe we came down here before. I don't know.
Well, we've been down here, but I hadn't. My map has not revealed that way. But maybe that's just me.
Might be just me too. Yeah, I don't have that part. But again, there was a part where we didn't have exploration mode, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is one
That's
of
true.
those.
Okay.
This does look pretty familiar.
Okay.
It's like the two doors go into the same room, one of them smashed.
Okay. All
I think
right.
this is like where the stairs let out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and there's the pitfall that you can easily just go around.
Okay. Okay.
And that circular room to the right, that had the dwarf only room with the religious statues, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just hadn't seen that because of exploration. All right.
I think that's there's the area way down south, but other than that, I think we've been everywhere highest up north.
Yeah. This is a really compact floor.
Yeah. There was still that locked door that you needed to find the special trigger to open.
Alright. Gonna hit that special trigger. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, it was in the burial room, right? Or the rooms beyond it. With the axes on the walls.
Yes. Where Deadleaf was like wading through the dust and all of a sudden, shoot!
Just had to remind everybody, didn't you?
Where'd you go?
Oh. I went back to that puzzle that Tex was just mentioning.
I don't remember where it was.
Oh, south.
Way fucking south. Past the room that is just so littered with broken weapons and armor that it is difficult terrain.
Found her.
Okay.
Oh, also the trigger word that we learned.
Yeah. We've been checking that with every room.
Yes, I figured that.
We informed the DM that we would be doing that.
Now, there are some rooms we haven't gone back to after learning that word.
Sure, it's fine. I mean, if we ever go back up, you know, since the idea is that we still be alive to return to our tavern, we can do a sweep on the way back up.
Maybe it was that secrets room that you had to spend some time with.
Now, with all these axes, should we touch them? Like, have you tried your wand of secrets to see if there's a secret in here?
Right, yeah, that should work. Bing!
30 feet? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wand of Secrets specifically detects traps or secret doors within 30 feet and will point to the closest one. Meaning if there are multiple things within that radius, it only tells you one of them.
Nothing that you have not already discovered. Or wait, hold up. Double check. You are in that room. Yeah. Bing. Bing.
Oh. Huh. I specifically didn't want to mess with this thing, but maybe it's not exactly what it looks like. I'm going to investigate. What's up with this sarcophagi?
What exactly do you wish to find out?
Do you need some help with that?
I'm figuring that out right now. And she's like tracing lines, trying to find any sort of clue or mechanism.
So, it is a black marble sarcophagus flecked with gold. Beyond that, the lady is so heavy that it would take a combined strength score of 20 to move it.
Sorry.
Well, I've got 14.
I've got 8.
I've got 10. Liz gonna
So between-
like moving close and whisper the trigger word of the sarcophagus.
You do so. Nothing happens.
Okay. Right. Hopefully this is like a false resting place. There's something odd with it. I'm just gonna. I think I will need some help with it.
So the two of you push off the lid.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so. And from inside the sarcophagus, you hear Dwarvish. Griff, you specifically hear, "You dishonor our beloved king. May his tomb become yours as well."
Uh-oh.
As the
Oh,
10 battle axes that are part of the crystalline monoliths on the walls break free and start floating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just did a dwarven curse on us. Ooh, look at that. Nat 20 initiative.
He's like, fucking. Put a normal lock on your freaking secret doors next time.
Selecting token. Initiative. That was almost another nat 20 for initiative.
That would have been dope.
It would have been. It would have been my second in a row and a clean triple hit, but nope. Nope. I'm too busy holding onto this stone lid, just like blah.
What is your dexterity deadly? 14?
Don't. Yes, dexterity of 14.
Right, and you're at the way bottom of the initiative. As
The bottom.
the crystalline swords, or battle axes, have 15. So.
It makes it you're like holding your end of it, and then the axes move, so I let go and turn around, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Pretty much what happened, yeah.
So we start this initiative off with Lissa.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph, I am literally bottom of initiative.
Okay, this one.
Alright. Hits.
19 for 7, 13.
Alright. It is still up.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage and get shoulder to shoulder with Deadleaf.
Alright. Griff.
Alright. Let's do some mad skills. This will totally work, guys. Go with
Everybody
this
loves
one.
kung fu fighting.
And attack at the shaft.
Hits. It is still up. Hits. This crystalline battle axe shatters into pieces.
Okay. Go to this one. Flurry of blows.
Alright. Hits. Hits. And this one shatters.
Okay. Then I'll square up with my friends. And that's my turn.
Alright. This battle axe that Lissa attacked slides in for a counter swing against her. For a natural 20.
Oof.
Oh. Couldn't see the roll.
Yeah. So it is a natural 20 for 10 points of slashing damage.
How much, sorry?
10 points.
And if that's a crit, I'll uncanny dodge that one.
Right, reduced to 5. The next one floats over to Griff. Missing. This one shattered. Get off the initiative. This one floats over to also swing at Lissa. 16 misses. This one floats up to attack Deadleaf. Clangs against your shield.
Yeah, mother Get rock on my foot!
This one against Lissa. Miss. This one against Deadleaf. Natural 1. This one also against Deadleaf. Miss. Finally, against Lissa, as you two are the ones who broke the seal. Alright. Deadleaf.
Yep. Alrighty, you know what would be lovely is Spirit Guardians. I really need to start prepping that spell.
Yep.
Look, too many spells, not enough preps, slots. Okay. Well, you know what? They're not the only ones who can bust out a freaking, swingy boy. They want an axe? Take a 4th level freaking spiritual weapon bonus action. Gonna be right here and swinging at the one right to my left.
Alright.
I make it in the exact same shape as these axes. Just out of spite.
You have control over it.
Yep, it's there. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
14 force damage to the one directly to my left.
It is still up.
Of course it is. Action, I will use a Sacred Flame on the one that my axe hit.
Alright. Natural 20.
Bitch.
It sees the light and just fling, does a, like a breakdance move to dodge it.
Guy's got moves.
Anything else?
Nope, that's what I got.
Alright. Lissa.
Yay! That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Is that one undamaged currently?
Yes. The only two
Okay.
are the ones that have you and Deadleaf sandwiched.
Kaboom!
It shatters into pieces.
Offhand attack this one. No.
Miss. Sad part
I'm gonna
is,
stay here.
the sad part is these guys have such low AC that only nat ones miss these guys.
Jeez.
Their armor class is 0. Griff.
Damn.
It's still up.
Yeah, I think these things are meant to overwhelm us.
Mm-hmm. Difficult to do when you got a monk on the team.
It is still up.
I mean, more difficult to do when we have such high AC.
Yeah, that too. Flurry of blows.
It shatters.
Okay. Then I will. Last punch on that one.
shatters.
Nice. I will move around this way. Yeah.
Okay. No,
So
nothing. Not
I guess I can
ops.
just wreck with sneak attack.
Alright. This one that you just whiffed against goes for you, Lissa. Missing.
Okay. Nice.
This one swings at Lissa. Missing.
Yay!
Dead. You're dead. Get off my initiative. This one swings at Deadleaf. Missing.
Yay!
This one swings at Lissa.
No.
21 hits for 3.
Oh.
And this one swings against Deadleaf. I think that's the highest damage they've rolled. Which is
Yeah,
their max.
looks like it.
Yeah, that's their max damage, but does nothing against your shield. It is your turn, Deadleaf.
Alright, first off, bonus action, the axe is going to come after this one.
Alright.
It's a 4th level, so it's gotta make sure I'm hitting the right rolls here. Well, that was a 2.
Still hits.
For 14 force damage.
It's still up. Showing a lot of cracks.
You know, I should probably hit these things because, the AC sucks. But 5 radiant damage.
The radiant burst shatters it. And if no movement from you, it is Lissa's
Nope,
turn.
no movement.
Okay. Which ones here are undamaged?
So the only damaged one is the one here. The other 3 are all untouched.
Alright. Gonna go with this one.
Far left?
That one.
Or middle? Okay.
Yeah, I realized when I clicked I was kind of in between two of them. 20.
Shatters into pieces.
Damaged one. Six.
Shatters into pieces.
Good turn.
Alright. Griff.
Okay. Move around. Stab.
Shatters into pieces.
Okay. Punch. Just a single punch.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
You're dead, you're dead. The last one remaining. Spin, spin, spin. And Deadleaf. 13.
Wink. You want to see a real spin? Shnoop. Yoink.
And with that,
15 force.
it shatters.
Talk about real spin, you motherfucker.
But with that, all these battle axes are shattered into pieces. Crystalline shards line the floor at your feet. And with that, combat is over.
Whew. Yeah, I heard a dwarvish curse that activated those things, so hopefully now it's not gonna do anything else.
Fingers crossed.
So, with the lid off, the sarcophagus is open for all to look inside.
I look inside.
Just as I yawn. Inside, you see the tattered remains of a black shroud and bones of a dwarf. And what seems to be that of a small animal also in there.
No, not Boo.
I'm hesitant about touching that body any further, but
Yeah, no, I didn't want to actually disturb the bed, but it was the only clue in here. And there's nothing here.
He had this great.
sorry.
No problem.
The
I'm
timing on
gonna
it,
ritual
though.
cast. I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Alright. You cast detect magic. Thump. Get that aura up. So, within the coffin, you sense. What the heck is magic mouth?
Illusion, I think.
Could have sworn it might have been enchantment, but.
I would put money on illusion, personally.
Let's see. Magic mouth. It is illusion. So yes.
Aha! I win. I know because I was looking at Illusion Wizard before, like Graviturgy and Scribe and stuff came out.
Yeah. So within on the lid of the sarcophagus, you sense the traces of illusion magic.
Mm-hmm. Nothing on the body, though.
No.
You know, he said this was the king, right? You know, disturbing the king.
Yeah.
So, based off what we know, if we take one of these guy's hands, we're able to get into that one room without, you know, teleporting, right?
Mm-hmm.
That does seem very disrespectful.
I mean, do we even need to go back in there?
Not really. All right, you get that end, I get this end.
Alright, let's get this back on here.
Boom.
And with that, the stone lid is back upon the sarcophagus. Ugh.
All right, that's it.
Alright, so
Alright.
what do we do?
I mean, we can. This was a dead end, though, right? If I recall.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out how to open it.
Okay. Anything else we're missing? Think
Yeah.
down south further.
God, I want to give hints so bad, but it's like, no, I am Dungeon Master.
Floor check.
Roll perception or investigation.
How sus is this floor after I got beamed by rocks?
The floor is not sus. Griff, the floor is very sus.
Don't step on the cracks, man. That's how you break your mother's back.
Don't you talk about my mama.
But you do hear crunch, crunch, as stone is chewed down south.
Looks at Lissa, mouthing, you hearing that?
I'm gonna nod, get both my swords out, and I'm gonna sneak.
Yep.
Guidance on Griff.
Oh, thanks.
I said it before you rolled. Which... Thank God for my advantage. Holy shit, that was a nat 1. I mean, Liz has done her usual thing of disappearing.
Meow. Meow.
I think if Deadleaf ever died, I'd definitely go with a barbarian for the party. We just have no strength.
Yeah.
As much as I want to play wizard. You don't have any magic either.
Well, no, you're all wise, dexterous, wise and dexterous bunch. The question remains, how does tremor sense work with stealth?
It's a special sense. I guess it's a how soft do you think our footsteps are?
Well, with the boots of Elvenkind, I doubt.
She's soundless, not, we're still stepping on the ground, technically.
Yeah, still stepping on the ground.
I guess it's treat it in the same way you've treated things stealthing on Lissa when she's got her blind sight. So, because if we're gonna do that for players, we should do it for monsters too. Personally, that's my opinion.
Okay. So.
Whoa.
60-foot tremor sense.
Jesus fuck. Yeah.
So it is aware of you. And is the other one aware? Not of Deadleaf and Griff, but of Lissa. So with a roar, these two creatures run at what they sense stepping in the ground.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh my god, not these things again. Fuck.
Griff brings it home. Everybody basically rolled shit except for Griff. So Griff starts us off at the top of the round.
Question is, do we hear them running towards us?
They're not being subtle about it.
Ah, yes, I see.
So you do hear these creatures running towards you. What do you do, Griff?
I'll slide around. I will take my sword out and hold an action for when creature gets within melee range.
Alright. And dash. Make your strike.
Now, the question is, though, the whole thing with the Umbra Hulk, right?
Okay.
That does hit.
I just get the one attack because I held it.
Yes.
Can I use my stunning strike on it?
No.
No. Okay.
So with that, it is Lissa's turn. And you are starting your turn within 30 feet of it, and your eyes are open. Do you close your eyes to
Yes.
avoid? Alright. You do not need to make the save against its confusing gaze. Lissa just is the natural enemy of these things.
The natural enemy of many things. Boink.
Miss. Bounces off their carapace.
Yep, I'm gonna disengage bonus action. I'm gonna head back here. Oh wait, I didn't even see Griff there. What the fuck? Was I on top of you? I didn't see that.
No, I'm right next to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
he went on top of you and it's like, I hold my action for whenever something gets within melee.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. When I zoom in, you appear, but where I was, you were not there. Maybe the health was good. Okay, then I don't do that then if Griff's right there. Offhand attack instead.
That does hit.
20.
Alright. Deadly.
Yep. I'm around the corner.
Yes, so you start your turn while within 30 feet, not within sight. So you don't need to make the save yet.
I step here. I see it, and I'm like, fuck. I'm going to use the last 2 charges I have of my Trickster Scale Mail to cast Bless. So get #bless everyone. So that was 5, 10, 15. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to stay there. Because, like, there's no way I'm getting in that doorway to do melee, so might as well just stay here. I'll end my turn.
Alright. As this one just burrows through the wall.
Kool-Aid Man. Great.
It now has you two pincered. Who does he go for? Top to bottom. Let's go. No. I forgot the space. 1 is going to Griff. As it makes 2 claws and a bite at you. First the claws. Oh!
I don't have uncanny dodge. I don't think.
It really wanted you with the double nat 20s.
I guess there's there's no use doing that. Okay. Yeah, I don't got anything. Okay,
Alright.
that's a lot. Okay.
Second claw. 25 for 6 slashing. And now, the bite. 25 for 17 points.
Oof.
Oh. Finally someone other than me getting beaten up today.
Yeah, I'm taking the hits for you.
That's a lot of hits.
They really wanted to eat Griff.
Yeah,
And
well,
you
here's
start
my,
your
here's my
turn.
payback.
And you got it. Now the question is, does he have to make the save twice or both of them?
For what?
The
You're
confu-
within range of 2 Umber Hulks, so
Oh.
you either have to save, close your eyes, or make 2 saves.
Is there immunity if I save against one of them? I think there.
No.
Okay. Yeah, then I probably have to do 2 saves. All right, charisma saving throw. Okay. Oof.
I have some of its eyes.
That's a fail.
Alright, so
Then you only need to make the one.
yeah, let's see. Roll a d8 to see what you do this turn. Seven. You make a melee attack against a random creature. So roll a 1d3. 1 and 2, it is Umber Hulk 1 and Umber Hulk 2, 3. You go against Lissa.
Okay, can someone type the roll? My cat has climbed on me. Can't.
What happened?
My cat has climbed on me.
Alright,
Knocking me.
I'll roll it.
Yes, hello.
1. You go against Umber Hulk 1.
Okay. Oh, I was so close to being an F1.
You clash against its armor. And it is just the
Wow.
one attack. But since it is your turn, you do get the second strike. Because I am allowing that.
Oh, the second strike?
Yes. That does hit.
Can I count my stunning strike?
No. Because this is you being confused.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's my turn.
As it is, I'm probably bending the rules by allowing that second one, but
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
seeing you, or no, this one, I think, Yeah, Alyssa did damage the hell out of this guy. But there is the bloody meat. What to do? What to do? It is going against the bloody confused meat. 6 slashing against Griff.
Oh my god.
9 slashing on Griff. And that is a miss. It is Lissa's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stab the one that I injured before.
Alrighty. Clangs.
You know what? Griff's getting fucked up. That was a critical hit.
Auto crit hit.
Oh.
Alright. You're using your boon. So,
Time to get fucked up, bitch.
So I need another D6, another D8, and another... Okay, so a total of another a D8 and 66.
so far it is 24 points of damage. For 45 points of damage. It is bloodied.
And then we're offhand attack.
Alright.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna fucking healing word Griff.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right.
That's just the obvious thing to do. Because ow.
Deadly.
With a side of ow. Alright, I'm not averting my gaze. I need to see.
All right. Roll that charisma save.
Alrighty. Here's the first one.
You pass.
Here's the second one.
You pass. You are good to do
All right.
whatever your heart desires.
Yeah. Well, first off, here, Alyssa's looking a bit down too, so I'm just going to do this. Everyone get mass healing worded. 9 HP.
Hey. Thanks, bud.
And then action. I'm going to be a little... No. I always feel like I'm not using my channel divinity all that much. I'm just going to hit it with my mace. Or... Yeah. I made my decision.
All right.
I do nothing. That's the end of my turn.
All right. The Umbra Hulk you just smacked in the back. It's like, ooh, that felt kind of nice. And continues his assault on Griff.
Motherfucker.
Miss. Hits for 11 slashing.
I will use my my changeling ability to make that disadvantage.
All right.
And it misses.
And now the bite. Natural 1.
Whew.
How often can you use that changeling ability?
Just once a day.
All right. Griff, it is your turn.
Okay. Have to make the saves again.
Yes, unless you avert your eyes, and thus take disadvantage on all your attacks.
You are blessed. I'm not sure how much that helps right now, though.
Okay, I'll avert my eyes. And take this one.
All right. $18 plus the D4 of bless.
So 19.
That does hit.
Okay. I'll stunning strike.
Right. First damage. Natural 1.
Okay. So it's stunned. And then I'll stunning strike. Or I'll attack this one. Stay up. Oof.
Clangs against its chitinous armor.
Alright, well. Then I will just use Flurry of Blows. And I'll do both attacks against this one, so that's a great roll.
So it is a flat roll.
Yeah.
Hits. Hits. All right.
Okay. It's my turn.
Once again, claws and mandibles coming at you, Griff. 11 slashing. A miss. And a miss.
Yay.
It's your turn, Lissa.
I'm gonna keep on the one that I had bloodied.
Alright.
Ah, probably. Sheesh.
Hits.
That is 29.
The radiant light bursting through its chitinous armor sears it dead.
Wait, 31. But still, yeah, dead. And offhand on the stunned one, so advantage.
Hits.
Or 3.
Alright. Deadleaf.
Alrighty, let's.
Stun does not stop its gaze because it is not incapacitated.
Snaps fingers. One could have hoped. Charisma save. I don't think a bless is gonna help me there.
No. It's a DC
Roll that.
15. So let's...
Alright, so it's a D8, right?
Yep.
I want to roll my own fate.
A 5. You use all your movement to run in a random direction. So roll the D8 to
Alright.
see which way you run.
1 is up. I run into the wall.
You're so confused you spend all your movement just rushing against the wall.
Just like I'm trying to wall clip.
He's stuck in the video game.
And it is your turn, Griff.
Okay.
Still averting your gaze?
Yes. But still straight roll for that one.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
I will add my d6s to this. So that's 4d6. I want this thing dead.
But it's still up.
Okay.
Just bear with the fact that you are flanked with Deadleaf. You do hit.
Okay. And I'll stunning strike if it still doesn't bloodied.
It is massively bloodied.
Oh.
I kept forgetting that it was... Did any of those attacks against Griff hit? No, no. No. The
I think
16...
I only got one the last round, yeah.
Yeah, that 16 claw would have, because it would have had the +2 from his friend. So that would have...
But my AC is 18.
Yes, it was a 16, but it got a +2 from its friend, so it would have bumped it to an 18.
Ew.
And that was the one you used your chilling visage against to impose the disadvantage.
Oh.
So...
Okay.
You get 11 slashing. Dun, 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 no. Dun, dun.
So I should add that to my...
Yeah.
Okay. Then do I get my my visage back?
You had used it. The disadvantage would have been the 16,
Okay.
which would have been bumped to the 18 due to the +2 flank.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that one's dead. Nice. 4 rolls then.
I thought I... Alright. Hits. Hits. How do you want to do it?
I I keep punching and stabbing, and I punch one of like its pincers on its face, sort of off, catching it, and then stabbing it in the stomach, pushing it in deeper in the places where I've been stabbing it.
Oh, all right.
Stops moving.
So with that, the Hulks are dead, and there is technically a new passageway to a room right below you. But there is no frickin' eraser tool I can just erase lines easily.
That's fine.
Oh boy.
I hate those.
Yeah, those are bad. Can we? Ugh. Ow, everything hurts. Whew. Should we keep going? I'm pretty tapped out.
Yeah, me too. Well, at least emotionally.
Alright.
Yeah.
Stepping into this room, it is smashed dining tables and benches are all over the place, basically making a kind of obstacle course. And in the southern wall is another gate.
That game can wait.
Within this one, you see what seems to be a scullery, a dishwashing station, a stone cabinet, the smashed remains of a preparation table, pots, pans, other utensils. And right next to the destroyed section of the wall, barely missing being just burrowed through, is a water pump.
Okay. I'll check to see if this door is trapped or whatever.
Oh. And quick question, Deadleaf. Detect magic doesn't sense through walls, right?
I think not unless they're like less than 2 feet thick.
Depends on the material and the thickness therein. I'll put the spell up so you can see it. Spells, detect magic.
You sense
Explain
no
what-
traps or lock on that door.
Sorry, So it's
Okay.
blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of woodwork.
Okay, so this is freaking stone, so you don't. Okay.
Yeah, and another thing is technically all I would get is a yes or no in regards to it. One of the things about this is I can only see auras of things that are visible to me. So if it was theoretically, it's like, oh, it's behind 2 feet of wood. My detect magic would say, yes, there's something magical within X radius of you, but I wouldn't be able to tell where because I can't see it.
The door opens to an empty room with another gate upon the far wall.
I think it'd be a good idea if we use this room to rest.
Okay.
I mean, so long as things don't gateway jump towards us, yeah, fine with that.
Right.
Pull out of my armor because I have to.
I'm gonna opt to sitting by the next to the gate rather than the door.
Alright. The blue marking is basically like, hey, there's one here, rather than its actual dimensions, because it's up against the wall.
Okay.
So. So you're basically like leaning against one of the archways, but if something steps through, you can usually just backhand stab whatever walks through.
Yeah, basically.
Alright. Just want to examine the gate before bedding down, or do you just bed down?
Yeah, we can examine it.
Alright. So this one has no keystone, but much like the ones with the mountain with the sun and moon, it shows a bas relief inside it, and is of a female dwarf standing with her eyes closed, wielding a stone hammer clutched to her chest. And within the head of the hammer is a keyhole. So you begin your long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling tired.
So,
Long rest time.
at the start of the long rest, Alyssa does get to roll her regen on her bloody symbol, as it does regen at dusk rather than dawn.
Or
And resting around. Nothing disturbs you through the night. So you all wake up refreshed, revitalized, and ready to start the day. And re-roll your charges, everyone, of anything you have used.
Doesn't my boon end?
No. Until you use all the d6s.
Okay, so I still have 2 left, I think.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
charges? It's a D4. 2. It's the ones I used today. Yay. Let me just that on this. And spells. Manage spells. Prepared spells. I don't think I need that one, so let's get rid of it. And where is... Spirit Guardians, baby.
Rested, refreshed, armored up, standing in a room with a gate. A female dwarf with her hammer to her chest and a keyhole in the head.
He did say there was one in the dining room itself, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna step out and inspect that one. Oh, I no longer have this aura.
So you head over and inspect the gate upon the southern wall. Upon the keystone bears a hand pouring out a flagon of ale.
I'll take out my flask. It's got some good mead in it. And I'll pour it in front of the gate.
How much do you pour out?
Half.
How much liquid does your flask hold?
I mean, it's just a normal sort of like small gold flasks. I'd say at most maybe like 10, 11 ounces.
Got to check. Nothing happens. Something sparkled, but it did not open. You feel you're on the right track.
I'll pour out the rest of it.
It still sparkles.
Ah, darn.
You feel you do not have enough liquid. Did not pour out enough liquid.
Okay. I don't think I had enough.
Everybody sleepy?
No, just. But I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't have anything that would like. What do we anticipate that it's booze specifically, or just water?
I was pouring out booze, but
Well, I'm gonna go over to the destroyed water pump. I'm gonna pull out my shield and use it as a makeshift, like almost bucket type thing because it's a curved, like whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pump water into it, and I'm gonna try and
Try pumping
'cause-
this rusted water pump, but nothing comes out.
Mm. Gotcha. It's one of those bitches.
But you do know of some places that are where you did have water come out. That sauna, not far.
First to there, fill up water, carefully balance, and bring it back.
All right. You now have a shield full of water.
Tip it over and see what happens.
As you pour, the moment you pour out a full pint, 16 ounces, the gate opens.
All right. Try to go through.
yeah.
You are kept from walking into it.
Ah, okay. For a later floor.
Sorry, princess.
Right, shall we explore? The little time we have left.
Yeah, sure.
No one touching the other gate.
Why?
The one with the dwarven hammer? Like, it looks like it's a key, and we don't have a key.
There's always picking a lock.
These are arcade constructions. I don't think picking a lock is gonna work.
All right. So, where do you go
Yeah,
next?
sure, whatever, I'll try.
Guidance, sure. You need all the help you can get.
All right. With the 31,
31.
the lock clicks and the gate opens as you successfully pick the arcane lock.
Can we go through?
You hear the voice as the barrier starts to give way. You're almost there. Just a little more.
Alright.
All right, almost. I'm gonna make a mark of that. Almost. Probably level 10 stuff.
Okay. What's in here?
It's the water fountain and stuff with the onboard Hulk jump
Oh.
through.
It is a basically prep kitchen.
Okay.
gonna pull out my pipe of smoke monsters and start making smoke images of an Umber Hulk.
All right.
I'd rather not see one of those again so soon. Thank you.
I mean, it's dead bodies right there. But sure, I start making smoke dragons.
Ah, much better. Dragons are way better.
Especially since they're probably about the size of Barty.
Yeah. He'll play with them. All right. Oh. Yeah.
26 stealth. It'd be a natural 20 to get to 26. Lissa, casual 27.
Once again, you see the pit in this room with the faint look of a switch on the wall down south.
Laura, crap.
No traps, save for some. But you do see some dwarvish writing above the lever.
I'm gonna bet it says pull the lever, Kronk.
Run, lever.
Oh, by the by, 3rd level, 8 spell. Everyone get 10 extra HP.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Alright. So, the levers are in 2 different positions. The one on the left is up, but the one on the right is down.
Can I read the writing on?
Yes. The one on the left says crush. The writing above the one on the right says lift.
I'll relay this to the others.
Rush and lift. I imagine like a stomping on someone? I'm gonna open this door.
They see another gate against the far wall.
I'm gonna mark this as being near the trash compactor room.
Is there anything else in that room? Let me double check. There are 4 bunk beds pushed against the long walls of the room.
Got some bunk beds and another gate here. I'm gonna investigate this. Go inside. What's this gate look like?
Alright. So, first off, as you step up to it.
No. Bitch.
It's a mimic.
Let's get that initiative.
What's happening?
As right here, swinging a greatsword at you,
The fuck?
this
No
creature
idea.
becomes visible once again. You
Well,
recognize
it definitely
this.
surprised me.
Yes. You recognize this creature as the one that had been disguised as Halistar.
Oh, it's a flood.
This fucking asshole. I hate him. I hate his stupid face.
Alright. Lissa! You need an initiative as a surprise round goes
Yeah.
into...
I'm tired.
Well, we'll end with this
We
initiative.
can end here.
Yes, we will be ending
Yeah.
with this initiative roll.
Okie dokie.
That's a stealth roll.
No, sorry.
It's fine. We're all tired.
Oh, there's difference. I said I hit a wall. It's a bit of a difference from just being sleepy.
No.
Alright, so we will put in descending and we will pick up this next week as from it Slod his invisibility drops as he swings his sword at Deadleaf.
Bitch.
Hey, if it had been Lissa, she would have seen it.
All right. See you next
And I
time.
would have been in there if I wasn't currently in
Eat
lockdown.
mode. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
see you all next week.
Bye.
Yeah, see you. Bye.